Kobe, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead. And
gets the ball, puts up a three-pointer. Bang! Steph Curry.
Bryant on the move with the jump.
Hello everybody, it's your boy JP, Joe Paul, back in the building. Everybody's having a great day, wonderful afternoon, an amazing evening every time you're watching this video. Hope that you're lit, man. So we are officially done with the exhibition play for Team USA. You know what I'm saying? They went 5-0. Started off very, very strong in the first 3 games. Ended up with 2 very, very close wins in the last 2. And, you know, exhibition games for Team USA, it's like, I don't know. I guess like it really depends on like who you're talking to about like how important it is, because I know that many of us expect that, hey, we're putting out our best team, our most talented team here, so it really doesn't matter what the you know, the rest of the world does. We're gonna do what we do regardless. You can't stop this trend. We can just out talent so many teams, probably like what the common consensus is. But you know what I'm saying, for these 5 games, you know what I'm saying, it was an exciting 5 games. You know what I'm saying, there were times where the games looked close, and then, you know what I'm saying, you saw them just like be able to pull away, and there were times where they didn't really get the opportunity to pull away. They had to really like you know play the game down the stretch and actually like win the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when people are saying that the rest of the world is catching up to us, I definitely think there's some validity to it. Like, you know what I'm saying, I know last year during the whole FIBA experience, we ended up getting the bronze medal in that. I think we lost to oh no, actually I don't think we medaled at all. I think that Canada actually beat us for the bronze medal. So yeah, like I know that coming into this Olympics we were like all super excited. We had a super crazy lineup, you know, LeBron, KD, Steph, Joel Embiid, Ant Edwards, Bam, and who else is on this team? Tyrese Halliburton, just crazy names. Jason Tatum coming off a championship. Like, we just felt like there was nothing that we could do, or I'm sorry, nothing that the rest of the world could do to stop this freight train that was coming. And I think that going into you know, group play in the next couple, I believe it begins next week or something like that. Going into group play, I love our chances, but that's not really what I want to talk about today. What I really want to talk about is just kind of like, I guess, the current state of Team USA basketball. I guess how we currently fare right now in these Olympics, how I think we will fare in Olympics going into the future. And yeah, man. So let's start from the beginning, man. Let's start. So, like I said, I love our chances to win the gold this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's another team that's going to be able to compete with us talent-wise. And I think that as surprising as it is, even though he is, you know, approaching 65 years old, year 22 in the league, LeBron James is still the best American player in all of basketball. You know, or I guess does that make sense? A best American basketball. He's the best player out of America currently playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, without a doubt. And the 2 games coming down the stretch, where there are superstars everywhere at every single position, we went 4 flat, superstars in every single corner. LeBron, take the ball and take us home, and he did just that. You know what I'm saying? It's been this will be 22 years of LeBron doing this exact same thing, and it hasn't seemed like it's slowed down much. Even though his team success has drastically dropped during this time, he is still putting up phenomenal numbers. He was all NBA 3rd team this past season. He could have been all NBA 2nd team. He was just, you know, he doesn't seem like he's slowing down at all. You know what I'm saying? For him to still be the best player on this Team USA team, going on 77 years old, it's like it's insane to me, bro. It doesn't register in my mind really just how insane what he's doing, how insane what he's doing truly is. And another thing is like it's really making me have to take another hard look at the GOAT debate. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to turn into a crazy GOAT debate thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a big Kobe guy. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Kobe is the greatest basketball player that I've ever seen. Outside of Kobe, for the longest, I could have swore that it was Michael Jordan, just because that maybe it's the fact that Kobe got his base model from Michael Jordan before he souped it up. So Michael Jordan was just like, hey, he's got the 6 rings. He's got more rings than Kobe. He's the greatest basketball player he's ever lived. And as you get older, you know what I'm saying, you kind of get off the whole 6 rings thing, and you start to just kind of watch it for what it is. And at this point, it's really hard for me to deny. And I think the reason why I had this Kobe jersey on today is because what I'm about to say is going to feel sacrilegious almost sacrilegious in a minute. But I think that LeBron James might be the greatest basketball player that ever lived. Now, he might not necessarily have the greatest, you know, winning percentage with the finals. He may not have, you know, a lot of moments I necessarily agree with. He's not a player that growing up that I was just a big fan of. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big fan of his play style. I kind of fed into the narrative, this whole thing about him not being clutch and all this other stuff. But the man has proven me wrong at any given opportunity that he could. I say the man's not clutch when he comes in against that game winner against the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? The one where they Paul George lets him sneak back door for the layup. I'm like, that's a layup, man. That shit is light. He can't hit a jump shot for it. Then he comes through Game 7 of the Finals, hits essentially a game-winning jump shot over Kawhi Leonard to win a championship. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It wasn't a 3. 2018, he comes and gives me a moving three-pointer over, who was it? I think it was Victor Oladipo or somebody to win that game against the Pacers. I'm like, man, I don't even care, man. I just don't believe it. And then he comes in that same exact playoff run, gives you a running left, shooting right floater with the offhand backboard to go up 3-0 against Toronto. The man has proven me wrong at any given opportunity he had to do so. So it's gotten to a point where I just had to just like, I got to do the analysis myself. I got to like honestly sit down and look at it. So the man is 40,000, 10 and 10. He'll probably end his career 40,000, 11 and 11, if not higher. You know what I'm saying? So he's the all-time leading scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's been to almost as many final series as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of him being an overall complete player, there's no real debate for anybody to be a better complete player than LeBron James. Even at his age right now, like there's not many players that are more complete on what they do in the basketball floor. You know what I'm saying? He's not the same defender that he was in his prime, but his ability to still control the game, like down the stretch of that Germany game, it felt like we were watching a Lakers game. It felt like we were watching a Cavs game or a Heat game, because down the stretch of that game, it was LeBron with the ball in his hands, and LeBron's going to orchestrate and get things done. Whether it be a pick and roll where he's able to find somebody for a lob, whether it's him knocking down a big three himself. And there were 2 times against Germany where he just came and he just played old man bully ball. He got the ball on one side of the court, he turned around, he backed the dude down, kept that strong dribble, pump, lets the man jump, step through, layup. He did that 2 times down the stretch. The man is 40 going on 89 years old. It doesn't make any sense what the man is doing. For him to be voted, you know what I'm saying, the the best player on the team by his teammates at age 40. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's just like some like legacy thing. There were probably some people out there who thought that LeBron's inclusion onto Team USA was going to be similar to Diana Taurasi's inclusion. Maybe not the exact same thing, because LeBron is way more active in his career as compared to where Diana is right now. But, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be more of like a legacy thing. LeBron's going to go in there. He's going to kind of just like, this is what we'll finally see. What we've been waiting for so long is the passing of the guard for one superstar generation to the next. And LeBron comes in and he's like, that's not quite what we're going to do here, because I'm still that boy. So if I'm still going to be that boy, y'all going to have to like kind of fall in line. And you see other NBA superstars fall in line around him. You know what I'm saying? In the game against South Sudan, like I said, bro, they went 4 flat. Anthony Edwards is on the court. Stephen Curry is on the court. I believe Jason Tatum is on the court. And Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid is on the court. We went 4 flat. LeBron James clear it out, and he just walks to the rim for a layup. Even at his age of 99.5 years old, he still cannot be guarded going downhill. And like I said, man, it's without question right now that he is the best American player in basketball. I'd go as far to say he's the best player in North America right now. And he's no further than the 5th best player in the league right now, or 4th best player in the league right now. He's no worse than the 4th best player in the league right now. You got Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and you got to put LeBron there. We got to put LeBron there. I don't think that Shea has reached that level just yet, and no other American is better than him. I don't think that Joel Embiid's better than him at this stage. So you gotta accept it for what it is. On the flip side, though, brings up another kind of issue that I'm having right now. What does this mean for us in the 2028 Olympics? You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't really seem like any of the young guys are quite ready just yet to take that step and to really be. I'm somebody who's been saying that I don't feel like we've had a face of the league, or really a face of the league candidate, in a very, very long time. Everybody wanted to give it to Ant. Everybody wanted, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be Ant, it's going to be Jokic, it's going to be Giannis, you know what I'm saying, like, and Giannis and Jokic aside, because they could never play for Team USA, we don't have the best player in the world anymore. If LeBron's not playing, we really have, what, oh my gosh, because KD's going to be gone. Steph's going to be gone. We'll be rolling out a team that's starring what? Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, John Morant. Like, what does the future look like for Team USA? We're going to go out there with a roster that's going to be comprised of between the 8th and 19th best players in the league. That's kind of scary compared to it's scary compared to where we've been. You know what I'm saying? Compared to where we were in 1992, where we brought our superstars and we were beating teams by 50 points. Then we come back and we lose in 2004. We bring back our big brother in 2008 for the Redeem team. And the Redeem team, it looked very much like the 92 team. You know what I'm saying? They had a very, very close final, I believe, in the championship, but it ended up being like total domination throughout. Same thing in 2012 because they really kind of just ran back the 08 team. But now we just don't seem like we're like on our bully like that no more. Other teams are definitely caught up. Other nations are definitely getting better. I think that if France is ever able to find any guards, that will have a real issue on their hands. If Serbia is ever able to have, Slovenia is ever able to have, another person to go out there and, I don't know, I guess kind of aid Luka, like, they can beat the United States in the 2028 Olympics. So I'm just very, very concerned. And really the best players coming into the league coming in the last couple of years have been more European-born players. So our team for 2028 is not really looking all that strong. Like I said, I'm not sure where we go with that. You got to think of who's going to be gone. No KD, no Steph, no Bron, no Drew Holiday. Kawhi, you know what I'm saying? He already left this year. He wasn't able to play. There's no guarantee about where Joel's going to be, you know what I'm saying, 4 years from now. Like, it's scary hours for our 2028 Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. And the last thing that I really want to talk about in all of this is the fact that as much as LeBron has been amazing and Anthony Davis has really just been, really just like one of the best players also on this Olympic team, it really just brings all eyes back to Jeanie Buss and the Los Angeles Lakers. Because I made a video earlier after the playoffs kind of just suggesting like, hey, what's next for LeBron? Should LeBron just retire? Is LeBron, like, has he reached an age where championships is just like out of his reach because he's not able to compete with the best anymore? I legitimately had that thought. Why? Because it's been 5 years or 6 years of LeBron and AD. They won the championship in the first year, and they really haven't had much playoff success until the conference finals last season. So it's just like, what's really next for LeBron? But LeBron is showing you, hey, if you give me the proper talent around me, just a little bit more than D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, like, you give me an AD, a team that we can honestly cook with like we did in 2020, we can still compete with anybody else. They proved it as much as last season, making it to the conference finals. They were the 7th seed. They knocked out the 2-seeded Grizzlies. They knocked out the Warriors, who I think were defending champions, and they made it to the conference finals. So they just like, it just seems like the Lakers roster is just like, you want, on one hand, you want to say they have no chance. You want to say like, oh no, it's a wash. And on the other hand, you're just like, hey, LeBron James is still one of the best players in all of basketball. And Anthony Davis, at his absolute best, can be one of the best players on an Olympic roster that's filled with superstars. And that just points back to you, Jeanie Buss. What are you going to do? What can you do to make this all make sense? Because as of right now, you're wasting LeBron's later years. And even though LeBron's, for most superstars, you would think that it's going to be a twilight and the guy's going to fall off a cliff. He's not falling off the cliff. And now you have to re-up. You have to re-up and you have to get ready, and or nothing. Really, that's it. If you don't do it, then we don't get to see LeBron be LeBron. Like the guy who he's been for 22 years, the guy who's been to 10 finals, the guy who leads the NBA in points. We won't be able to see him really in his natural element, all because of the failure in leadership that is the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. So super, super excited for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? I really like our chances to win the gold this year. I think that there'll be times this year where we definitely are tested, because I just think that there's a lot of these guys, it's their first time, in the Olympics, and with that comes, turbulence and times where down the stretch of things get a little tight. Who knows? Who really knows what happens? But that's all I got for this one, man. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love, family. Deuces.